Olá, sejam bem-vindos ao CARAS Business. Eu sou Taya Marcondes e hoje recebo uma convidada mais do que especial e internacional. Ela é o tipo de pessoa que entende o poder que existe em construir experiências inesquecíveis. Diretamente de Aspen, Snowmass, um dos destinos de neve mais desejados do planeta, eu trouxe a Jenny, que comanda as estratégias que fazem esse ícone das montanhas ir além do esqui. E conquista públicos apaixonados pelo lifestyle, pela gastronomia e pela natureza. Com uma carreira que mistura marketing, hospitalidade e muita visão de futuro, Jennifer se tornou referência em liderar marcas de destino high-end. Hoje, ela está no CARAS Business para dividir com a gente como é gerir um destino de desejo, o que vem por aí para os brasileiros que amam Aspen e também contar um pouco sobre como essa mulher incrível faz para transformar o seu destino num destino de desejo e também viver a sua vida, ser mulher e ser executiva. Quem é a Jen por trás dessa grande executiva? Jen, seja muito bem-vinda. Welcome.
Muito obrigada. I'm so happy to be here, Taya, and thank you, CARAS Business. It's an honor.
So let's start out. This is not just an interview, it's a chat. We're just going to talk about you and Aspen.
Perfect.
And let's start talking to the people and telling them, how did you start working on destination, luxury destination, and market and commercial, and to Latin America? I mean, it's not easy to work with Latin America.
Yeah.
And now I also was known that she handled Portugal and Spain. So it's much more, the role that she plays is much more. So tell us, how did you start?
So I grew up in Puerto Rico. So I'm actually a gringariqueña, if you will. Yeah. So I grew up in that Latin culture and I fell in love with it. My father's job took us to Puerto Rico when I was 15. So I finished high school and part of college there and then transferred to the US to finish out my studies. I started working in hotels when I was in college and I just fell in love with it. I thought I always wanted to be a general manager, but every GM I worked for, from Four Seasons to Marriott to Omni, they're like, Jenny, you need to be in sales. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, give me a chance. So that's how it started. I started skiing at age 3. My grandparents relocated from Vienna, Austria to Evergreen, Colorado. Wow. So I grew up skiing in Colorado and I knew from age 3 that I was going to live in Colorado. I knew it then. I just knew. And so after college, I came out to work in the Rocky Mountains and I started my career with Vail Resorts.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Vail Resorts, as you know, is one of the largest ski companies in the world. I started when they only had 4 resorts. So I was in charge of the Latin American markets. And then after 17 years, my number one competitor called me and they're like, Jenny, it's Aspen Snowmass. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. You know, so when I was interviewing with them, they invited me over to interview and they said, well, why Aspen Snowmass? I'm like, well, I've been at the dance. Now it's time to go to the show. So that's when I started. So I started in October of 2021. And it certainly was a challenge I knew I was taking on because for so many years, Aspen Snowmass was my number one competitor. So I was selling against them. And now it's like, now I got to sell against Vail. So, but it has been the most wonderful experience. It's been a lot of hard work.
But it's a challenge, right?
It was a huge
challenge.
Because
you change your mind.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, it was easy for me to change my mindset. It was not easy for me to change my Instagram because everyone still called me my old Instagram. So now I'm Jenny Aspen 22 for everybody out there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And, it's building the relationships with our partners in market. So I travel about 200 days a year throughout Latin America, throughout South America, all over promoting the ski destination. And so when I called the partners, I talked with a few, I said, listen, Aspen has called me. What do you think? They're like, well, Jenny, you made us sell against them for so long. I'm like, but can we do it? They said, of course, we will do it together. So it was building upon the foundation of the relationships for the past 20 years that has really helped us change everything. And Aspen Snowmass is now one of the leading destinations throughout Latin America. And it's thanks to all of our partners, our supporters, our friends.
Your network, your power, your marketing business, because you think very differently.
I do. Well, I think with passion first. Yeah. And I think I learned that in Puerto Rico because I was originally born in New Jersey. Y los gringos tienen mentalidad completamente diferente, okay? And started to think like a Latin. And I think I was originally a Latin in another life because I just identify so much with the lifestyle, the sincerity. You know, it's friendship first, and business is just a side effect of that. So that's one of the things that I think it's the authenticity. And coming into Aspen, it was so interesting because I was like, "Wow, we got to do this. We got to do that." They're like, "Whoa, you need to learn the Aspen way." And I came from a public company. Vail Resorts is public. Aspen Snowmass is a private company. So they're focused on calidade. It's quality first. It's experience first. So when you come to Aspen, we want to renew the mind, body, and spirit through the power of our four mountains. And you really feel that. Aspen is a community first. And when people come to visit or ski, they're part of that community. Like the people that live and work in Aspen love international visitors. They love it. They're always like, "Oh, the Brazilians are coming." Yes, you know, it's because the Latin culture brings so much energy and vibrancy to any destination they go to. And we love it. It is the best.
That's the best. That's great. And work with passion makes all the difference.
And authenticity. It really does. You work from the heart. And I think everything just follows when you lead with honesty.
That's great. But you're talking about the people that live or work in Aspen. They love Aspen. And there is a campaign which is Love Aspen.
Long love Aspen. Long love skiing.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
It really is.
This headline is perfect.
It really is. Everything good happens in Brazil. So we were here in September promoting for the season and they launched the new campaign. And I was like, "Oh, I love it so much." You know, like people are like, "Jenny's crying." And I'm like, "It's beautiful."
It's beautiful.
It really is because the company resonates with authenticity, with connecting, with culture, with art. It's really important in our ethos that we live first, right? It's not business this, numbers this. We want every customer that comes to have the best experience they possibly can. And here's an example of that. In our ski school, we allow 5 people per group lesson or private lesson. Why? Because we want people to have that one-on-one attention, right? You go to another ski resort, you have 12 people in a group class. How do you learn? How do you connect? And that's the thing that makes Aspen so incredibly special.
Much more than that. I think the experience, the places, and the way you treat the traveler, the people that are there and having the great experience. And what I see is long love Aspen. It's long love Aspen because you see families that go to Aspen since the grandmother and the grandfather.
Multi-generational.
Yes.
It is so fascinating because I meet so many people, even from Brazil, that are like, "I've been coming here with my grandparents since I was little. I learned to ski here." And it's just something that carries. And that's how I learned to ski. My grandfather from Austria taught me how to ski. He skied till he was 92. So it is one of the most important vacations where families can disconnect to reconnect through nature.
That's amazing. That's great. It's what we see in Aspen when we are in Aspen. This experience and the families together is a very special moment. And for a long time, like you said, generational.
Multi-generational. And Aspen's just not skiing. So we have culture, we have restaurants, we have events, we do art shows, art galleries. Every single year.
So tell more about the art in Aspen.
So every single year, we have a campaign called Art in Unexpected Places. So you're going to find art where you least expect it. So starting with our lift pass, each year we nominate an artist to design our lift ticket. So it's a little piece of art that you take with you. This year is Alex Israel, and the campaign is called Your Ticket to Heaven. And it is just amazing. The different installments he's done, the different shows he's done. He actually did a huge exhibition on the mountain in one of our outlets. And it was all the people that are already in heaven. So he made life-size like statues of them, and they were all placed throughout. It was surreal. It really is. And then, we have the Aspen Art Museum. We change out our exhibits every 3 months. So the Aspen Art Museum is free for clients to go into. It's 4 floors. Last year we had Cobra Street Art. from Brazil, from Sao Paulo.
That's great.
And he painted a giant Mona Lisa on one of our buildings. So I told everybody, listen, if the Mona Lisa is no longer skiing in France and she's moved to Aspen, that should tell you something, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you said every 3 months. So Aspen is much more than the winter time.
No, it's a year-round destination. So we do the Food and Wine Festival in the summertime. Wow. We just announced our concert lineup. So we're going to have Imagine Dragons. We're going to have Lenny Kravitz. Yep. And
when?
Yeah, it's going to be in August, at the end of August in Luke Combs. Lots of our concerts. We do the rodeo. We have the big Art Crush show in the summertime. But obviously the Brazilians come the most in the winter time.
Yeah. But if they want to go,
they should.
They should, because there are a lot of activities.
There's so much to do. And we actually run camps in the summertime for the kids. Okay. So what a lot of parents will do is they'll bring their children, they'll put them in day camps. And the camps change out all the time. We have a camp where you learn how to build rockets. Wow. So the kids launch rockets on the mountain. It's unbelievable. Yeah, and then the parents go and do activities like river rafting or horseback riding or hiking or mountain biking. So there's something for everybody. And the days are so long in the summer. The sun sets at 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. And is that opening, like restaurants are open?
Yes, there's dining al fresco. Everything is open. And the village is just so alive because a lot of the restaurants will make all their outside dining. So everybody's just strolling and enjoying the city.
But do you communicate this moment, this season to the Brazilians?
We do.
Or only the winter time?
No, we are starting to. Thank you, CARAS. We'll be working with you for the summer too. We are seeing more and more Brazilians come because actually in the summer, the lodging prices are half the price of the winter. And there's so much to do. I mean, the mountains that are filled with snow turn into these beautiful green, lush jungles. I mean, it looks like Amazona, you know, like something like that. There's flowers everywhere. It's really something special. And then the stars at night is just unbelievable.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I think I have never been in Aspen.
Oh, well, we need to change that.
Yeah, I need to change this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And also for the kids or young or teenagers,
Yeah, well, the great thing about Aspen and Snowmass is the parents can let their children run free, right? You know, so you don't have to worry about, like in Snowmass, it's a pedestrian village, so no cars can come in, and it's all set up for children to run around, to play with their friends. There's activities that they can do. So parents really enjoy that. They can have a drink or a beverage with their friends, and all the kids are playing in the village or skiing together. It's very safe.
See?
Yeah.
If you want to enjoy Aspen in the summertime, a lot of activities, art, gastronomy. So you have all this to enjoy Aspen. So what is your biggest challenge to show to the Brazilians or to the Latin American or to the Portuguese about Aspen? It's more than a ski destination or more than winter time.
Sure. What I would say the biggest challenge is airfare to Europe is very cheap, right? So the way that we're trying to mitigate that is we're launching huge sales now in March for next season. Now, we have seen the Brazilian booking patterns move up to March, April, and May. Normally, los brasileiros siempre esperan el último minuto, you know, like, wait, why are you? I'm on the plane. We don't have any space. So what our biggest challenge is trying to present them with super affordable rates, especially now. Next Monday, we are launching a massive sale with 30% discount up to 50% discount when you book for next season. Yeah. So that's one thing that we're doing.
So if you book in advance, like
book in advance, save more.
Save more.
A lot more. I mean, a lot more. And it's great because we've got the best shopping in Aspen too. So you've got Vuitton, Gucci, Prada. You have all the name brands. So
all the luxury brands are there.
All the money you save by booking in advance,
you can buy.
It's an Hermes bag. It's Louis Vuitton. Okay, you're welcome. De nada.
It's a shoe.
It's a
beautiful shoe. It's amazing. And your challenge, for example, you're a director of this destination, but when you are in Aspen, you take time to ski or just work?
No, well, so what we do, where we hosted you last year, we have what's called a familiarization tour. So we bring people in that have never experienced our mountains and we host them for a mini vacation. So they get to enjoy, the shopping, the skiing, our ski school, our hotels, our restaurants, and they get to go back and, talk to their friends, word of mouth. So I get to enjoy it with clients, which is the most important thing, because seeing people experiencing Aspen for the first time, they're like, Jenny, I get it. I totally get it now, And the other convenient thing is we have an airport right in Aspen. So we have 10 cities, 23 daily flights. So you can connect through Houston or through Dallas and fly into Aspen. I flew here, Aspen, Dallas, Dallas, São Paulo. It was the easiest connection ever.
But do you live in Aspen?
I live close to Aspen, yes.
Okay. Like girl.
Yes, very lucky. I love it so much.
And how do you balance? Because, of course, you need to have more people going to Aspen.
Yes.
On the other hand, you need to keep Aspen as this exclusive destination, a super hype experience. How you balance?
Well, the great thing is a lot of our calendars for international markets align at different times. Okay. So our strongest season for the Brazilians obviously is Janeiro hasta Carnaval, right? Okay. So then after Carnival is the U.S. holiday, which is the spring break. So it kind of ebbs and flows, right? So when the Brazilians finish Carnival, all the Americans come in. And then, of course, Semana Santa, Semana Pascua is our most popular time with the Mexican market. We are starting to see Brazilians come in April.
In April.
Yeah, because it's the most affordable time of the year. All the stores have discounts. 80% off.
Wow.
They want to get
buy a ticket now.
Yeah, Prada for nada, okay? It is the best time to go shopping. That's when I do all my shopping. I'm like, I can't leave that.
Me too in April, right?
Yes. Last year, Brad, he's a carpenter, my husband, right?
Yeah.
And I bought him a Prada jacket and I brought it home. He's like, I can't wear Prada. And I'm like, you will wear it. It was 80% off. You will wear it with pride. Prada pride, right?
Prada pride. So. That's why I heard some friends saying that they're going to Aspen in April.
Yeah, because the rates are the lowest of the season. The days are long. We have a giant party on April 13th. It's called the Highlands Party, and it's a costume party.
Wow.
And everybody dresses in crazy costumes. It's like Carnival, but on the mountain.
And on the mountain.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. There's so much going on. The hotel rates are so cheap. You can stay in Aspen for $199 a night. A hotel that costs $1,000 a night is $199 a night. Yeah.
So why this? Maybe because of the Brazilians that go on January, so that's why everything is more expensive? Or
obviously Christmas holiday is going to be our highest season. So that's when the rates are at their highest. But then they drop down in January. And then they go high again in February for presidents. So our presidents is usually around February 14th, 15th. Then they drop down again. And then after Carnival, they go up again because the U.S. has their holiday break. And then April is the end of the season. So everything is really affordable.
People say that where Brazilians are traveling, everything gets more expensive.
Yes. But that's not the case with us.
Not the case.
No, our company is not about price gouging. Another example, kids ski free. So kids 12 and under ski free. When you book the hotel package and the rentals, we include the lift ticket, right? So you don't go to any other ski resort where kids ski free. So kids 12 and under ski free. Wow. We just released a new product called Storm Chaser, and it's a 15-day pass that is good the whole entire season. And when you buy it before August 31st, it works out to be $60 a day.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Incredible. Yeah, because we always have heard that Aspen is super high-end destination, very expensive. But no, if you look for some opportunities, you're going to find it. Right?
And it's really important. Like, we have amazing tour partners here in Brazil that have been selling Aspen for over 20 years. So when you book with them, you save the most, right? Because they're an extension of our sales team. So we give them exclusive rates and exclusive promotions. So it's really important to seek that service through a travel provider because you'll save up to 50%.
That's good. Yeah. And you can find this travel provider in the website.
Yep. Everything's on the website. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have great partners.
Jen, she's married. So this question is, how do you do this balance between your personal life with your husband and your business? Because you have to travel a lot.
Yes.
I mean, Latin America is far from Aspen.
Yeah.
It's far from home.
Yeah.
And then you go to Portugal and then Spain. And then how you manage this?
I have the most incredible husband in the world. Brad was actually my first love when I was 10 years old. Yeah, yeah. And we lost touch because I moved to Puerto Rico. So we didn't talk again till 2018. So from 1990 till 2018, almost 28 years, right?
Wow.
We did not communicate, but thank God for Facebooky. We reconnected, and I had already established my career, and he also owns his own business, and he works a lot too. Yeah. And we don't have children. I have dogs. Yeah. Those are my filios, right? And he's just very understanding. He's very supportive of my career, and he knows how passionate I am about it. So he's the greatest man in the world.
That's great. Yeah. So this is a secret.
It is. It is a secret.
It has to be very,
He's my best friend. Yeah. You know, and he gets so excited. Like I'll tell him about meetings. He's like, yes. And, you know, sometimes he comes and meets the partners and he loves them. And, you know, he rides motorcycles. So sometimes they go motorcycle riding together. And
and he travels with you sometimes?
He does not like to travel.
No?
No.
Not even to Brazil?
No. I'm like, you have to come to Brazil. And he's like, how long's the flight? I'm like, 10 hours. He's like, no.
But 10 hours. No.
We'll get him here eventually. But he's like, I like skiing with the Brazilians on the mountain. So he really enjoys that part.
So he enjoys the Brazilian. Oh. In Aspen, like an hour from home, or even less.
Yes. He loves skiing he loves Brazilians. Yeah.
And when you are in Latin America, what do you like to do? Besides working and meetings and all of that.
You know, I live to work. I'm a workaholic, I guess you could say. Like you, just like you. No, I really love learning the culture, right? I love learning about the traditions and the culture and just what the clients are up to, because the clients are my friends. I mean, I'm working with clients whose kids were babies and now they're working in the agencies. And it's like, oh, I'm so proud, you know, just to see them taking over and the next generation come in. So I think that's the thing I love to do the most. I love just to be with friends.
And the caipirinha you like.
Maracujá, Alessandra. Okay. Pão de queijo, yeah.
We know since she was in Wales.
Yes. No,
my son wasn't.
Yes. No, when I had my first caipirinha de maracujá, I'm like, what is this magic?
Let's take to us.
Yes. We have no maracujá.
Oh, no. So.
No, I'm just like, come on, you know, but okay.
So what else you can talk to the audience about Aspen?
Yeah.
If it's a person that have never been to Aspen, has never heard about the special experience, what do you pointed like the best experience for a couple and the best experience for a family?
Sure. So for a couple, I always recommend to stay in Aspen, right? Because everything's right there. It's a cosmopolitan city. You have the nightlife, you have the shopping, you have the amazing restaurants. I mean, we have Michelin rated restaurants, which is incredible. So enjoying that part of the culture, obviously skiing during the day. We have 4 different mountains. So you can pick a different mountain each day during your vacation and have 4 different ski experiences. For families, definitely Snowmass, because the majority of the lodging is what you call ski in, ski out. So you open the door and you're right on the ski run. So that's really convenient for families with kids. We also do ski valet at the base of each mountain. So you never have to carry your skis to your hotel room or to your house, your condominium. We do everything for you. And then if you want to ski another mountain, we'll actually move your skis between the 4 mountains.
So you don't need to carry.
No, it's all about service. And I think they should always fly into Aspen, because when you fly into Aspen, we pick you up at the airport complimentary. So the majority of the hotels have complimentary transfer service to and from your hotel from the airport. And the airport is only 3 miles from Aspen, 3 miles from Snowmass. So literally you grab your bags and you're in your hotel within 10 minutes.
So all these experience, because service as experience,
yes,
or experience as a service.
Yeah.
Who manage all of that? It's a group of people that has to take care of these customers.
Yeah,
in details, because it's about the skiing going. You don't need to carry. It's about your luggage.
It's amazing because, you know, we have everything from a St. Regis hotel to a W to the Little Nell to the Limelight to the Viceroy. And all the teams at these hotels are so proud to be a part of the community. So they all have the same levels of service that we deliver on the mountain. So our company, Aspen Snowmass, Aspen One, they deliver their own experiences too. But everyone is aligned. It's a community that is living parallel lives. We're all about the mind, body, and spirit, right? And just bringing people into our community and letting them feel our culture. Like, so, you know, when you host an American, you want to show them everything. And we are the same. We love our international travelers.
No, it's great. It works. I mean, you're telling, and I was there, and that I know it's working.
Yes.
They ski and the cars and everything, and everybody's always smiling. So that's a great experience.
It will change your life. It really will. I mean, when you come there, it's like, have you ever heard that expression, time stands still? That's kind of what it feels like when you're there. It's like you put away that phone, unless you're taking pictures, of course. Please post and tag. No. Jenny Aspen 22. No. It's just, it really is a place where people disconnect to reconnect. Yeah, it works. I mean, it's a challenge to do this. It's a challenge for you to have, as she said, everyone as a community and giving this lifestyle for different cultures. Because Brazilians enjoy Aspen in a way, Americans in another way, Mexicans in another way. And you have to have this team as a community to understand that and to smile and make it happen. Yeah, and it's just being authentic.
Yeah. Passion is everything.
It is. It really is. Passion and purpose.
Jen, now we are going to close our conversation, our sharing. But first, let's go to Hapong.
Okay.
Hapong is a ping pong of words. I say 2 words and you choose one. Okay. This is the rule, but if you don't want to choose one, you say both. Okay. So let's start. Okay. Ski or snowboard?
Ski.
Oh, great. Winter in Aspen or summer in Aspen?
Oh, both. Totally both. Totally both.
Relaxing trip or radical adventure trip?
Depende
who you're with.
It depends who you're with. Relaxing with Brad.
Right. Coffee or wine?
Depends on the time of day.
I didn't say caipirinha because I knew that.
Caipirinha, obvio. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Talking more or listen more?
Talking.
I love to talk. Because you're passionate.
I love to talk. But I need to practice listening more.
You know how to listen. But the way you love to talk because you're passionate about what you say. So that's why. Long trip or a quick weekend away?
If it's pleasure or business?
Pleasure.
Weekend away.
Yeah.
I can't do more than 3 days. I'm like, I need to work. Like, Brad will be sleeping and I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, shh, go back to sleep. And I'm like,
the cell phone. We go crazy working on that.
No, I love it though. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, it's not work.
What was the saying? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And it's verdade.
Verdade. This is a trick, but I'm going to ask you, if you want to choose to ski in another place that I'm asking, where would you go?
Probably water skiing.
I love her. She's so smart. Huh? In Brazil.
Yes,
of course.
In Brazil.
Jen, it was amazing having you here.
Thank you,
My
Taya.
pleasure, really.
You were such an ambassador for us, and we can't even begin to thank you and CARAS for the support you give to Aspen Snowmass. We love this partnership. We look forward to continuing it.
Me too.
And we love how you live the same passion we live. So thank you for being our ambassador.
Thank you. I really love it.
Good.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're good at it.
Obrigada. Foi ótima essa conversa. Nos vemos no próximo CARAS Business. E aproveitem essas dicas maravilhosas de Aspen. Essa foi uma trajetória linda da Jen. Eu conheço ela há muitos anos. E é uma inspiração trabalhar com ela e escutar as dicas e esse trabalho que ela faz com tanta paixão. Obrigada.
Obrigada.
Obrigada.